In this video, I'll explain the different options you have for managing calls once AI Phone is set up, including transferring calls to your team, forwarding calls, handling unanswered calls, and reviewing recordings and transcripts. Let's start with call transfers. In this Settings tab here, you'll see a section that says Handoff to. This is where you enter the phone number that the AI should transfer a caller to when it determines that a human needs to take over the conversation. For example, you might use your front desk number, or your personal cell phone, or another team member's number. When entering a number here, make sure you enter the number in full international format with the country code. You can select the country code using this flag picker here. If the Save button is grayed out after entering a number, the number is usually being rejected as invalid. You should check that you've included the country code and that the number is complete. If you leave this field blank, there isn't a transfer destination configured, so the AI won't have a number to transfer the caller to. Best practice is to use a number that someone can reliably answer. There's not much value in transferring a caller to a number that frequently goes unanswered. Next, let's take a look at manual call forwarding. Go to this section here that says If no one picks up, and you'll see an option called Forward Calls To. This lets you specify the number that incoming calls should be forwarded to when forwarding is being used. It's a good idea to have a valid forwarding number configured even if you primarily use AI Phone, because this number can be used as a backup for other call routing situations. For example, the Forward All Calls option uses this same forwarding number. If forwarding isn't working, first check that the number is valid and saved correctly. Also make sure the destination number can actually receive calls. You want to avoid a situation where the destination is forwarding calls back to the original number and creating a forwarding loop. In this section, you also have the option to enable voicemail. This ensures that the caller always has a way to leave a message if the call goes unanswered. Now let's take a look at the Setup section. I'll just go into this tab titled Setup here. Under this section, you'll find options for voicemail, call recording, and call transcription. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see a section called Voice Calling here. I'd recommend enabling recording and transcription together here. Recording gives you the ability to listen back to a call, while transcription makes the conversation much easier to review and search through from the inbox. Keep in mind that transcription isn't retroactive. If transcription was turned off when a call took place, enabling it later won't create a transcript for that previous call. Both the recording and the transcript are attached to the call in your inbox after the call has ended. For voicemail, I'd also recommend recording a custom greeting so callers hear something specific to your business rather than a generic message. You can use an MP3 or WAV file. Add the URL into this box and turn the toggle on. Let's finish with a few common issues and what to check. If a call isn't transferring, check the handoff to number first. Make sure it's a complete number and that the destination can receive calls. If forwarding isn't working, check the forwarding number and make sure that it's saved correctly. If there's no transcript on a call, check that call transcription was enabled when the call took place. Remember, it won't generate transcripts retroactively. And whenever you make changes to your call settings, it's a good idea to place a test call afterwards. Change one setting at a time, test the behavior, and then move on to the next setting. This makes troubleshooting much easier. AI Phone doesn't just allow your team to answer calls. Calls can also be recorded, transcribed, and summarized with that information attached directly to the original call inside the guest conversation. This gives your team a way to review what was discussed without having to rely on someone's memory or manually documenting the call. When call recording is enabled, the recording is attached directly to the voice call inside the conversation. You don't need to look for the recording in a separate system. When you open the relevant conversation, you'll see the original voice call entry, including information such as the direction of the call and its duration. The recording is available through an inline player, so your team can listen to the call directly from the conversation. This can be particularly useful when someone needs to review what was discussed with a guest, check the details of a request, or understand what happened during a previous interaction. AI Phone can also generate a transcription of the call. After the call ends, the recording is processed and the transcription is generated. The transcript may not appear immediately when the call finishes. Once processing is complete, the transcript is added to the original voice call entry. It's important to note that the transcript doesn't appear as a separate guest message. Instead, it's displayed within the original call entry alongside the recording. This keeps the call, recording, and transcript together in the same place. The summary is structured around the important information from the conversation and includes a summary of what was discussed, key points from the call, and next steps. This means that instead of listening to an entire call or reading the full transcript, Your team can often use the summary to understand the important outcome of the conversation. For example, if a guest calls about an issue at a property, the summary can help the team quickly understand what the guest reported and what needs to happen next. One of the useful parts of this system is that the different pieces of information stay together. The original call entry can show call direction, call duration, the recording, the transcript, and the AI-generated summary.